Well, tomorrow is Australia Day, a day to celebrate everything that is wonderful about this beautiful country. But sadly, it has become a controversial day due to the activist class and the leftist media who love to push division and self-loathing. The left hate Australia Day because they hate Australia. They hate the West. You could change the date and they'd still find something to be aggrieved about. For the great majority of Australians, the national holiday is a chance to celebrate who we are as a nation. But for the leftist activists, it's a chance to bash and misrepresent this wonderful country. Now there are some suspicions that some councils populated by activists are cancelling their Australia Day celebrations under the guise of public health and COVID rules. I'm joined now by former Cumberland Mayor and current councillor, Steve Christou. Steve, we've got Blacktown, Campbelltown, Inner West. These councils, are they just being COVID safe, or is there a vendetta against Australia Day?
Look, Rita, in my opinion, I think a lot of councils are using it as an excuse to cancel Australia Day, and quite frankly, it's pathetically weak, un-Australian, treacherous, and a bunch of bedwetters. There's no excuse 2 years living in with COVID at 95% vaccination rates and pushing out a third booster. Why on earth anyone will be cancelling Australia Day, let alone any event?
Absolutely, and we can all now make that decision. If you don't feel safe being at an Australia Day event, you don't have to attend, but surely they should be held for those who do want to celebrate. Have you felt pressure within your council to jump on this anti-Australia Day bandwagon?
Well, look, there's been quite whispers said to me, about the real trick that I sometimes take, but quite frankly, I'm my own person. I'm an elected representative and I represent my views and the views of the people that I represent. It's that simple. And councillors and mayors sometimes need to stand up to their general managers and their directors and whoever's whispering in their ear that perhaps want to take the easy way out and say to them that, we should cancel Australia Day this year. Now, I'm not saying that's the case in Cumberland, because it's not. We're going to put on a fantastic Australia Day event tomorrow. But I know for a fact there's some general managers and directors out there that get into the mayor's ear and the councillors' ears and say, oh, yeah, we should cancel it. It's not safe. We can't do this. We can't do that. Quite frankly, grow some guts. Tell the general manager, put on an Australia Day event or I'll be reviewing your contract. It's that simple.
Oh, that's the sort of action I want on my council. But we've got here in Melbourne, councils dominated by the Greens, Yarra, Darebin, actively pushing the Invasion Day line. But yet we keep seeing polling that is quite clear. And there was a poll just released today by Roy Morgan showing that a sizable majority, around 2 in 3, and growing, want Australia Day to remain on January 26. And other polls have the number even higher. So, Steve, why are so many councils out of touch with the majority of the Australian population?
Well, quite frankly, in my opinion, most of them have never held a real job in their life. You can take many councils that want to cancel Australia Day, and this year's been convenient, citing COVID, and the same as last year. But I know at Cumberland City Council, we're the second most diverse council in Australia. We have 152 different nationalities that live in Cumberland, refugees, new migrants that are very proud to call Australia their new home. They want to celebrate Australia Day. That's an overwhelming message that I get. And Australia Day is a day for everybody, no matter what your background. So while these councils and bureaucrats want to jump on board with woke activism and try to cancel Australia Day, you know what? If you want to use COVID as an excuse, go home, hide underneath your doona forever and a day. Nobody's going to begrudge you that. But let the rest of us get on with our lives and live life, because quite frankly, enough is enough.
Hear, hear, and you're so right about migrant communities loving Australia Day. And again, the research has shown that. I think polling even commissioned by the left-wing Guardian showed that migrant communities support Australia Day even more than those born and raised here, because I guess for us, we're grateful to make this place our home. Steve, Christou, thank you so much for your time this evening.